Good day everyone! I'm now going to talk about employee benefits in business math from Analyze Math. Withholding tax on compensation. Compensation or wages refers to all remuneration for services performed by an employee for his employer under an employee-employer relationship unless exempted by the NIRC and pertinent laws. Kinds of compensation: regular, basic salary, fixed allowances. And under supplementary are commission, overtime pay, fees including director's fees, profit sharing, monetized vacation leave in excess of 10 days, sick leave, fringe benefits received by rank and file employees, hazard pay, taxable 13th month pay and other benefits, other remuneration received from an employee-employer relationship. Retirement benefit. Philippine-based workers aged 60 to 65 and has worked for at least 5 years from the time they turned 60 to 65 years old are eligible to receive retirement pay. By law, retirement pay must be equal to at least half of the monthly basic salary multiplied by the number of years in service, where a fraction of a year that at least 6 months is considered a full year. The Department of Labor and Employment, or DOLE, defines a retiree's half-month salary as the sum of A. The retiree's 15 days worth of pay based on the pre-retirement rate. B. The cash equivalent of 5 days worth of service incentive leave, and C. 1/12 of the retiree's 13th month pay if the retiree's company has a collective bargaining agreement or CBA. Benefits under the CBA may be included in the retirement pay. 13th month pay. 13th month pay is the bonus pay given to the rank and file employees equivalent to not less than 1/12 of the prorated annual basic pay for the year. Rank and file employees who haven't rendered at least 1 month worth of work on or before 24th of December aren't entitled to receive 13th month pay. Let X be the annual basic salary of an employee, so the 13th month pay of this employee must be 1/12 of X. To better understand how the 13th month pay is computed, here are some examples. If you were hired last year and you want to know your 13th month pay for this year, provided that you're still in the company by the end of the current year, you are entitled to get your entire month's basic salary as 13th month pay. If you left the company on the same year you are hired, you are still entitled for a prorated amount of your basic monthly salary as your 13th month pay. The computation is prorated from the month you were hired up to your last working month with your employer. If you were hired before January 1st of the current year and left the company before you could complete the entire work year, you're so entitled for a prorated amount of your basic monthly salary as your 13th month pay. The computation is prorated from January 1st up to your last working month with your employer. The 13th month pay is given to active rank and file employees not later than 24th of December of each year, and it isn't taxable if it's equal to or below the 90,000 tax exemption ceiling. If you're already resigned before the year ends, your 13th month pay will be given as part of your back pay or final pay. Maternity benefit. All working mothers, including those employed in the informal sector, can take up to 105 days of paid maternity leave for each pregnancy, provided they've made at least 3 monthly contributions to the Social Security System or SSS in the 12 months preceding the semester of the birth and have notified their employer. Previously, women were entitled to leave up to 4 pregnancies. The maternity arrangements for workers who aren't covered by the SSS will be governed by the Philippine Health Insurance Corporation. Paid maternity leave is available to all working mothers regardless of their civil status and their legitimacy of their child. Women who suffer a miscarriage or have an emergency termination can take up to 60 days of maternity leave with full pay. Private sector employers must take full payment to employees within 30 days after receiving a leave application. The SSS will reimburse the employers. Employees can extend their leave by additional 30 days without pay, subject to notifying their employer 45 days before the end of the leave. Mothers who are single parents can request an additional 15 days leave with full pay. Let's now have an example. Example number 1. Mr. Emilio receives an annual salary of 300,000 pesos. At the end of the year, what would be his 13th monthly pay? The 13th month pay is given by 1/12x, where x is the annual basic salary of the employee. Using the formula, we get 13th month is equal to 1/12 of 300,000 pesos, which is equal to 25,000 pesos. Therefore, Mr. Emilio will receive 25,000 pesos as his 13th monthly pay. Example number 2. Yolanda's daily rate is 850 pesos and is given a sick leave of 40 working days. Suppose the sick leave benefit is convertible to cash and she has incurred 10 absences only, all due to sickness. How much will she get? Solution. First, since she is incurred 10 absences, so there are only 40 minus 10, which is equal to 30 days. That can still be converted to cash. Thus, she gets 30 multiplied by 850, which is equal to 25,500 pesos. Therefore, she will receive the amount of 25,500 pesos for the sick leave conversion. Now let's have the assessment. Get a sheet of paper and write the correct answer of each problem. You have 10 seconds to answer each problem. Number 1. Blank is the bonus pay given to rank and file employees equivalent to not less than 1/12 of the prorated annual basic pay for the year. Letter A, 13th month pay. Letter B, basic salary. Letter C, retirement benefit. Or letter D, maternity leave. Number 2. It refers to all remuneration for services performed by an employee for his employer under an employee-employer relationship unless exempted by the NIRC and pertinent laws. Letter A, sick leave. Letter B, compensation or wages. Letter C, maternity leave. Or letter D, profit sharing. Number 3. The 13th month pay is given to active rank and file employees not later than blank of each year. Letter A, December 2. Letter B, December 24. Letter C, January 1. Letter D, January 15. Number 4. CBA means collective blank agreement. Letter A, building. Letter B, benevolent. Letter C, bargaining. Or letter D, bartering. Number 5. Mr. Gentes' daily rate is 1,200 pesos and is given a sick leave of 40 days. Suppose the sick leave benefit is convertible to cash and he has incurred 20 absences only, all due to sickness. How much will he get? Letter A, 40,000 pesos. Letter B, 20,000 pesos. Letter C, 22,000 pesos. Or letter D, 24,000 pesos. Now here are the answers. Number 1, A. Number 2, B. Number 3, B. Number 4, C. And number 5, D. Now here is the reference from Valdewesa Naneth M. Shendi P. Waminal and Famila S. Saging. Business Mathematics, Cagayan de Oro City, DepEd, Bureau of Learning Resources. Thank you very much for watching and listening. Please subscribe to Analyze Math for more content. And goodbye.